look kind of rough. I just got out of the shower and I don't really, I mean, I could have blow dried my hair, but I really don't blow dry my hair because I'm lazy. So my hair kind of looks funny and then my shirt's kind of wet, but we are live for the morning live stream, and oh, this stuff is heavy. Yeah. It's so funny. So, YouTube is pulling some stuff. I didn't make it not making one, but I think I started with this color. I'm on the, what is it? The Rainbow Loom Glow Party. It's like a mini bucket. It's like this. Hello. It's like this, and then it's like the colors. We did a blue one last night. I'm feeling a lot better today. I know in the last live stream I was depressed. And I know no one wants to see that, but, you know, is this the right? Yeah. Making sure I start on the right. Maybe start with our figure 8, which you can see here. And then we're going to go on. Hello! Oh my gosh. Hello, Spectre. You are the best. You are the best. It's good to see you. It's really good to see you. It's good to hear from you guys and stuff. It was so funny. I was talking to A last night, about like all of this YouTubing stuff. I know it's been a bit. I got distracted by life. You know what? Me too. Oh, this fell. Oh, the base fell off. Oh no. You know what? Me too. I got distracted by life too. That's why I wasn't like uploading like all of what is it? May? No. June. I didn't do like anything in the months of May and June because I was just trying to like do school stuff. And it was crazy, but it's over now, and I don't know, now I gotta figure out the rest of my life, but I guess I got all the rest of my life to figure out. Yes, also I couldn't comment for some reason. Yes, and that's what I wanted to talk about. So I was talking with A last night, and he talks to me, and he's like, your comments are off on like your videos and posts and stuff, and I'm like, no way, that's just a you issue. So I hop on YouTube, and no, he's right, all of my comments were off, and on like everything else. I'm like, well, that's so weird. I think part of it, and I have to, so with the videos and stuff, and the videos and the live streams, so they moved the setting. What the heck? Okay, hold on, I gotta troubleshoot. So I was like, the settings, in order to turn the settings, like, 'cause I normally, like, have my comments on, this is, like, so weird looking. I'm getting distracted by my fishtail and how weird it looks. Sorry. But yeah, like, they moved, like, when you go to upload a video, like, they moved the comments setting, so it was like, it was off, so it automatically turned off. But because it was like hidden in like this category folder thing, I actually didn't know that it was off automatically. So I had to go back last night and turn on like all the rest of the comments on my videos, because apparently YouTube turned them off. My community posts are another issue. I think I have to jump on my computer and play with that, because I think the settings for that are like on my computer for some reason and not on the app. I just didn't want to deal with like the computer stuff last night because I was tired, so tired. But yeah, and it was weird because like I posted a community post last night and the comments were on. Then when I woke up this morning, the comments were off. Well, I'm gonna check your most recent post, see if the comments are off there too. Yeah, because like when I posted that, the comments were on, but when I woke up this morning, the comments were turned off. And I didn't do that. I don't do that. I like having my comments on. I like having my comments on. I like talking with people. Honestly, I've been trying to, I don't know, comment more, I guess. It's weird. I have a TikTok. I don't really advertise it that much because it's not really. I don't really know what to do with it. I just kind of post random stuff here and there, and it's not really consistent. It's just kind of random stuff. But I think I comment on TikTok posts more than I post on TikTok. But also, it's like TikTok for certain things. Random BS. Go. Like I like TikTok for certain things. Like I don't know. There's like more. There's like niche content on there, like with fandoms and stuff. So like there's more like the Papas community is like popping off on there, which is great, and like other communities too. So, and it's also nice, and then also it's like the comments, like they get back to you quickly. Like it's so instantaneous. Cause there's like so many people, there's so many young people on there too, like my age and stuff, and younger. And so like when you post something, like it's getting liked right away. Like people notice it. It's actually so interesting. Yeah. Nothing else has been going on. I finished school and then I'm working now, and that's it. Nothing else has been going on. My life is so boring. I do really want to get with A one of these days and like just talk. We gotta record a bunch. Cause like I have a lot of backlog, but I have no backlog from him and I. So we need to like record definitely some Taco Mia to Go, which, because he's playing Taco Mia to Go, and I finished Cupcakeria to Go on the 4th of July, and so now I am playing Taco Mia to Go as well, so that's fun. Do you know what A's up to? He hasn't posted in like ever. Yeah, I think he kind of gave up on the YouTube concept. I'm gonna be honest. We went to the same school. Like, it was so funny. Like, we went to the same high school. Then went to the same like college, and then we transferred. Like, we went to a community college, and then we transferred to the same 4-year college. It's actually kind of crazy. Like, we kind of just we always end up together, and it's not even like intentional. It just kind of happens that way. Yeah. So he was so, and I brought that up because he went to school, and he was way more committed to school than I was. He did some really hard coursework and stuff because of his major. I looked at some of the stuff he did, and like I would cry. But he's so smart. He's the smartest. So he's kind of more focused on his personal life right now, outside of content creation, just kind of building his life, like real life. So yeah, he hasn't posted. He kind of gave up on the YouTube thing, I guess. Plus, also, we haven't really been hanging out a lot because of school and just craziness. So because we haven't seen each other a lot, like outside of school, we haven't really been like doing any of the A's Game Closet stuff. Cause like he would do like, because with A's Game Closet, he would do like the he would do like the commentary and stuff, and like, you know, because it was, you know, it's his games and he knows what he's talking about, and I would kind of do like the filmography and like the editing. So it's kind of like a team thing. So we haven't really been doing a lot of that. Maybe now that we're out of school, we can do stuff. And like maybe, and also the other thing why I haven't seen him a lot is because like my work schedule, like the main time we would get together is my work now, because we used to hang out, like at a certain time on on Saturday at noon, every time. And now I'm working Saturday in the afternoon, so we gotta come up with another time. So like that's that. So I mean, it's definitely something. It's definitely something I want to do. Definitely something I want to do. But yeah, just life. Cause like I'm gonna show you some progress. This is like a glow in the dark pink rainbow loom fishtail. So plus he finished school earlier than me. Well, okay, it's a bunch of BS, and like we've talked about this, it literally is a bunch of BS. So we were supposed to graduate together. We were supposed to graduate in the spring, the end of spring, and I was told, you know, you're gonna graduate in May and you're gonna be done with college forever. I'm like, cool. And then the middle of the spring semester, how bright can those things get? I'm curious. You know what? The glow in the dark, I can like see them like 'cause I have glow in the dark bands like in boxes, and then I have them like in those storage bags and stuff. Like they're pretty bright. Like I can like when it's like dark at night and like I'm laying in bed, like I can see them from across the room. It gets pretty dark, but they're glow in the dark, so it kind of all depends on the light source and like how much it charges. That again, I'm not a chemistry expert. That's actually an A question, to be honest. A took a lot of chemistry courses. He's the smart guy. I always tell him that he's the smartest guy I know, and I'm right. What else was I talking about? Oh yeah. So like halfway through the spring semester, I get a notification from an academic advisor from our college, and the academic advisor, he's like, so you're short on 4 credits for graduation. And I'm like, okay, is there any classes I can register for so I can graduate on time? He's like, no, it's the academic advisor. He's like, no, it's too late now. It's too far in the semester. So I actually had to take, and I tried to like register for a spring class, but that all got messed up. But yeah, and so that all got messed up because I was registered. So basically, I was registered for a class, and I thought I could get some credit. And I was told that I can get some credits out of the way if I take basically the same class but at a lower level, and it shouldn't have any issues. But so it's like 305 is the class I was taking in the spring, and then I was gonna take 205. But when they put it in the thing, like the portal, the register, they put it in as 305. Even though it was supposed to be 205, they put it in as 305, and I was already registered for 305. So I couldn't register. So I actually had to, sounds like someone didn't do their job. Honestly, that's the case. That is the case. Honestly, yeah. No one was happy. No one was happy there, to be honest. Everyone was mad. But including me. So I had to go into the summer semester, and I was in fact lucky enough that I could take 3 credit hours each. So I took like 2 3-credit hour classes for 6 credits total, and it was like and I was lucky enough because it was 2 6-week courses. So I took these 2 6-week courses, and I was able to take them at the same time too. So I took these like 2 6-week courses, and I started that in like beginning of May, and then I finished it in the end of June. So I'm technically done with school. I got all my credits to graduate, but unfortunately, because I took it in the summer semester, I have to wait to get my degree and stuff. So that's also another thing that makes me kind of mad. It's like, because it's the summer semester, I have to wait till the summer semester is over to get my degree, like the physical copy and stuff, even though college just seems rife for horror stories. Honestly, I hated college. At first, like, okay, I hated high school, and I hated how rigid it was, and just how strict it was. And so when I got my first taste of college, I loved it. I loved, like, college when I first started it. And I was kind of crazy because I was taking, like, college courses starting my junior year of high school. Because, like, that's, like, a thing you can do, is, like, take college courses for, like, credit, actual college credits, and then it's, like, paid for by the government, so you don't have to pay, like, out of pocket. It's really interesting. But I was taking college courses, like, in, like, because they had some at my high school, so I was taking those in, like, junior year. And then my senior year, I started taking, like, actual college courses at the college. And at first I loved it because it was like, wow, I get so much more freedom. And then, you know, and then it just kind of became, like, the major I picked, too. Like, I was a biology major at first, and that, because, you know, I thought, like, man, I love science, I loved high school science, and I loved, it really is just a lever, isn't it? Honestly, yeah. Yeah, because, like, at first I loved college, but then as it went on, I hated it. And it was just, like, the coursework was too hard. And I thought I was smart, but, like, when I was in college, I felt like an idiot. And also the other bad thing was that, like, I have ADHD, and I was also, like, unmedicated that time, too. So like, I wasn't taking any medications for my ADHD, and so I couldn't bring myself to study for college, even though, like when I first started out college, like, it was, you know, easy courses. You know, you take, like, your intro to college, and then your, like, humanities, and all your general electives, and it's so easy. Then you get into the hard stuff, meat and potatoes of your major and stuff, and that was just so out of my wheelhouse. Also, I took biology, and I thought I was gonna be taking, like, straight biology, and then they're like, so you gotta take physics, and you gotta take organic chemistry, and you have to take, like, in order to get the amount of, like, elective credits you need, you gotta take, like, human anatomy, and it was horrible. I tried to take, like, these, this is the thing that was, like, a thorn in my side. They have, like, major electives. Basically, it's, like, you have, like, a list of courses that you can take, and you can pick, like, I think it's, like, any amount from like, the list of courses, yeah, like, the list of courses they give you. You have to take, like, a certain amount, and, and all these courses were, like, ridiculous. So, like, it was, like, OChem 2, I tried that. That was hard. Well, I didn't do well in OChem 1 anyway. I struggled so bad with OChem 1. And so OChem 2 was terrible. Also, the lab, this was the kicker. The lab for OChem 2 that I took, that worked my schedule, was from, like, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. It was terrible. I quickly dropped that, but I still had to get my credits. So the next thing I tried to take was, it was called Human Gross Anatomy. I took that in the summer, which is very, very dumb of me. Don't do that. Like, if you're gonna take, like, a summer class, take, like, an easy summer class. Not Human Gross Anatomy. Human Gross Anatomy was terrible. It's so interesting, but it's so hard. Emphasis on gross, lol. Honestly, yeah. I don't even want to think about it, because, like, it's so gross. Like, actually, like, no, it's really cool, but, like, you work with, like, it's actual anatomy, with, like, actual bodies. It's a cadaver lab, and, like, in the normal semesters, you have to, like, dissect the cadaver and stuff, and it's interesting, because, like, you go in, like, the suctions and stuff, like, you go through, like, all of the muscles, all of the nerves. Like, we started with the upper arm, the arm right here, and so we went through, like, all of the muscles, nerves, bones, all of that. And it was a pain because, like, you know, every single muscle, every single nerve, every single bone, every single vessel in the upper arm. It was, I could never too queasy. I struggled so bad. That lab was terrible. I have a weak stomach anyway, so I feel like I made this bracelet too long. You know what? I think I could finagle it. I'll finish it off. It was so hard. And, like, the content was hard. Was just, like, the content was honestly worse than, like, the actual, like, stuff in the lab, to be honest. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. But also, you could turn it into a necklace. That'd be cool. You know what? Honestly, that might be smart to turn these things into necklaces. Because I've strictly focused on bracelets all the time. And, like, honestly, necklaces would be great. And also, I need to, like, start making... Yeah. You know what? Honestly, that could be another, like, thing I could do. Like, another, like, live stream idea is, like, make necklaces. It's basically just like this, but longer and longer. Might need too much material, though. You know what? Honestly, I don't think it would be too much. Because, like, this is, like... I don't think it'd be too much. And then also, like... I have so much rubber bands. Like, in one of my previous streams, I was showing the rubber bands I have for, and it was like, I have like, and I'm looking at it because it's like across. I have like big Ziploc bags full of rubber bands, and I have like 5 of them. I'm gonna have 6, probably 7, probably 6.5. Because I have like the glow bucket, I'm doing this, and then I have like 4 of the boxes. Okay. I don't really use these a lot. These are supposed to be making fishtails, but I don't really use them. I don't really... Because, like, it's so weird. You have to, like... So, I hate this thing. You gotta, like, use your fingers to, like... You put it on... Oh, I probably should do it the other way. You put it on, and then you gotta, like, do... I don't know. I'm just so used to doing it on the loom itself. And it's so... And also because, like, I wasn't doing this for a while, for Rainbow Loom. I did it when it was, like, really, really popular. It's like, I was in 4th grade, this stuff came out, and it was, like, super, super popular. And then it kind of faded out, and then I sadly got rid of my original Rainbow Loom. And I wanted to pick it back up again, and I got another one, like an actual kit, and then I got some stuff. One of the things I do like about the new kit is that the hooks are metal. I actually really much appreciate that. Because the other one was like, the original kit had like a plastic hook. And like that snapped. So I was doing a lot with it. Because I was making like, I made all sorts of stuff. I think I actually have some of my old like Rainbow Loom stuff laying around. But a lot of it I got rid of. Like a lot of the old bracelets I made. So I'm like doing it again because I like stuff. Okay, anyway, Spectre, your pick. We got purple, orange, green, and I'm going to assume this is blue. We're just going to call it blue. So, yeah, so, yeah, so I got another kit, and I'm, like, doing it again, and also, it's kind of nice doing it again as an adult, because, the orange looks radioactive. Let's try that. Honestly, yeah. I love the color orange. The color orange is, like, so underrated, to be honest. Actually, when I was little, for a short time, my favorite color was actually orange for a short time. And I have a cousin whose favorite color is orange. But orange is not a lot of people's favorite colors. It's kind of sad. Yellow, too, is also a really underrated color. When I was little, like very, very little, starting off with the figure 8, you can see this a lot better than the pink. Like, when I was very, very little, yellow was actually my favorite color, and everyone was all weirded out by that, because apparently, like, a 4-year-old saying that her favorite color is yellow is very out of the box. But, it is a fun color. You know, my favorite color now, and like has been for a while, is now green. Green's my favorite color. But I have a really soft spot for, I mean, all the colors. I like colors. I think when I, like, get a place of my own, I'm going to have so much color. And I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, when I get my own place and stuff, like, what I want it to look like. I don't want it to be boring. Yeah, I've seen a few who love yellow, sunflowers, and just brightness. Honestly, yellow is great. I love yellow. I love yellow so much. Even though it's like, yellow's a great color. It's so much fun. But like, I see houses, like the new houses, and like my dad. Actually, I think I did some, like, I lived with my dad for a short time, and I was like in one of my last semesters at the university. Like, I lived with him for a year because it was an easier commute to the college. So I did some, like, live streams kind of there, too, for a while, because I lived with him for, like, a year. So, but, like, they got a new house. They bought a new house. It was so funny. So, like, we lived in this town all my life. I went to school there, but they wanted to downsize, and I understood, because all the kids were, like, gonna leave. Like, I was gonna move in with my mom, because it would be easier to get to the community college, and then all the other kids are older, and they're, like, out of the state, and my dad and my stepmom were getting older, so they're like, we're gonna downsize, or at the very least, they wanted to, get a ranch, where a ranch is, like, where everything's on one level, there's no, like, upstairs. Sometimes they do have basements. The house that they live in does have a basement. And that was actually that's actually where my room was in the basement. I liked it that way because it was private. But I was in the basement. And that's like, when you see, and that's like where I was recording too. Because I actually did a lot of recording, like when they were gone, because they traveled a lot. I would record when they were gone. I think I did some live streams there. I did some bracelet making stuff there. When I recorded, that was when, what was that? Like, I still had my laptop, like my HP gaming laptop that I played Freezeria Deluxe on, and Pizzeria Flash. I still had that laptop. And I remember I would, like, you know, play it on the computer. And it was honestly so much easier to, like, record there, because, like, instead of cramming myself into this little closet to try to record videos like I have to do, like I did here. And I don't even do that anymore. Like, I used to record a lot in my bedroom closet here, but first of all, it's really crammed. And second of all, it's really hot. Well, it's cooler now, but it's gonna get hot again this week, and I'm not happy about it. But it's been very hot. It's July. So it gets hot. I uploaded to my videos. I actually don't know what I uploaded. Oh, you know what? That might have been last night's stream. Because I know, like, for some reason it takes a long time. It's like, I look at it, it's like, processing will begin shortly. And so it was just weird. But, like, yeah, so that's probably what I uploaded was, like, last night's stream where I was, like, super depressed. Honestly, that was really dumb of me, and I probably was just really tired. Honestly, I probably was. But, like, it was so easier at my dad's to just, like, record in my room. Ah, yes, infinite progress bar. Oh my gosh, I actually, like, had not a meltdown, but YouTube's been so infuriating with, like, uploading videos, because, like, I have internet. A scourge among the platform. Honestly, yes. It's like, my internet's not, it works. It works. But it's not the best. And it kind of, like, jumps up and down between, like, full service and, like I have the Wi-Fi bar, and it jumps between, like, 3 and 2, 3 and 2, 3 and 2. And then when it does that, YouTube kind of freaks out, and, like, it messes with the uploading, and so it's, like, and that, I've gotten mad about this before. It's like, it'll, like, upload, and it'll start going up, 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 and then, like, the internet either goes out, or it drops a bar, and then it starts all over again. Uploading. And I am like, you've gotta be kidding me. Like, it goes up, 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 and then internet goes, and then start all over. You gotta be kidding me. It's happened so many times. That's what I worry about, like, when I'm, like, making my videos too long. Not so much the Papa's videos, but, like, the other ones I make. Minecraft in particular. So, like, I know, like, the videos get recorded months and months in advance, and I have a massive backlog. Massive backlog for my videos. Just, like, sitting in my camera roll. And then I, like, kind of upload them when I feel like it. But the videos that, like, are getting uploaded now... Hello! The videos that are getting uploaded now are, like... The videos that are getting uploaded now are, like, recorded in, like, October of last year. Just because the backlog, and then just, like, I record, and, like, it's, you know... What was I saying? Something about... But yeah, my Minecraft videos, I worry about them getting too long. Because, like, I try to, like, time it, it's like... Oh, I'll do it when, like, the day counter goes up, or I'll do it when it's, like, midnight or afternoon, but it never works out that way. It just gets really strange. It's not like the Papa's videos, like, I have a formula down pat. Like, I know when I started recording the Papa's videos, like, I didn't know what I was doing. And I remember I was recording, multiple days at a time at first, or multiple ranks at a time. But then I started to get, like, the hang of, like, what I wanted to do, and so, like, Papa's videos are really easy. Start the day, announce the day, rank, yada yada, play through the day, play through the minigame, say goodbye, cut the video. Like, I got a formula down pat for this stuff. But with like, stuff like Minecraft, like, it's harder to know when to stop recording. Because I don't want my videos to get too long. Especially for Minecraft, just for the sake of, like, uploading purposes. And I remember to add random commentary about the people or orders. Yeah, that too. And you did that. You and A did that for A's Plays. Oh my gosh. Yes, we gotta do some A's Plays. I miss that so much. Cause, like, okay, so we're both on Taco Mia To Go now. And I'm so excited to play Taco Mia To Go, cause like, my favorite customer debuts in it. So, like, when I first, mostly A, well, I just, like, the dry humor he has. Honestly, I love it too. I love it so much. And honestly, I'm glad I get to record with him too, because it's just, like, I don't know, it's just fresh. There's something fresh about it. I don't know, it's just really nice. It's a nice change of pace. But, like, I'm so excited to meet, like, play Taco Mia To Go. It's my favorite customer debuts in that game. Because when I first started playing the Papa's games, my favorite customer at the time was Joy. I still love Joy. But over the years, and especially as Expedition Munchmore went on, Ripley became my favorite, and she still is my favorite now. And that's kind of the crazy thing about the Papa's characters, is that, like, there's so many of them. There's some you like, and there's some you hate, and then there's some people you don't really care for. And then, like, as you go on the fandom and, like, go on playing the games, it's like, some people you don't even think about, and now you love. Some people you like, then you hate. Some people, like, for example, because I played, like, when I was little, so I started playing the Papa's games, like, when Cupcake Korea came out, around that time. That was when we got the computer labs in school and we could play them, you know. Because that stuff, you know, they thought, the teachers and admin thought, you know, that's education. Make cupcakes and cut pizzas and great stuff. Actually, I have one person, and also I gotta talk to them. I feel bad. I haven't talked to my one friend in a while, but she was the one who got me into the Papa's games in the first place. Because we were in the computer lab, and she's like, oh my gosh, these games are really fun. And so then I started playing them, and I got obsessed. Absolutely obsessed with them. And Cupcake Korea was the one I latched onto the most. It was new at the time, and then... It was, like, new at the time, and then just, like, yeah. It's great. Great. I still love Cupcake Korea Flash. Actually, this is very funny. So, Pastoria is the game that came out after Cupcake Korea Flash. And Pastoria was the first Papa's game to introduce an ending cutscene. I actually didn't know this until years later when I got into the fandom and stuff. But, progress, by the way. This is so cool. But, what was it? Oh my gosh. But it's like, I got fascinated by the intro of Cupcakeria Flash, and honestly, I can't wait to play Cupcakeria Flash. I loved Cupcakeria Flash, because some of the things in the to-go version and the HD version were different, because it's, like, newer, and then other stuff. Like, Cupcakeria Flash, like, I'm looking forward to it, because, like, so, with Cupcakeria Flash, there's, like, custom workers. Sorry to sidetrack, who would you want a Compass game based around? That's actually a really popular question. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not that... That's actually such a good question. A lot of people have, like, theories and ideas and fan games, and it's a popular question, but I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know how they could reinvent the wheel and, like, make a new game based on, like, not based on what they've already done. Honestly, ooh, buffet. That'd be cool. But, yeah, it's... Honestly, I worry. Like, the latest game that came out was, like, Molkeria Deluxe. And, I get it. It's the 20th anniversary of Papa Louie, so they're, like, popping off with, like, all sorts of things. You know what? Chicken pot pie. That sounds crazy. No, that's much like Bakeria. Chicken pot pie, though. The only reason why I'm bringing that up is because the newsletters, and it'd be more hectic trying to keep a bunch of different food items stocked throughout the time shift. That sounds like a really cool dynamic. The only reason why I brought up chicken pot pie, and I don't know if you've kept up a lot on, like, Papa's lore, but, like, they come out with the newsletters every Friday. And basically it's, like, updates around what's going on Girth and the Flipverse and yada yada yada. And I may just be hungry, I don't know. Honestly, same. Well, not right now, but honestly, same. But, like, they have like, the Now Time newsletter every Friday. And, like, they start off with Duke Gotcha, and he does, like, the breaking news. He kind of just talks about what's happening around town. And then, Zephyr Ray, who is now a customer now, comes out with the weather. She does the weather. And then there's Mumfrey Glint III, who does the sports. And then Shannon does, like, investigative work. And it's also funny because Shannon's the only one who doesn't have a last name in the newsletter. So it's like, Duke Gotcha, Zephyr Ray, Mumfrey Glint III. And then it's like, Shannon. It's so funny. But that honestly kind of adds to her character with her being investigative reporter and mysterious and stuff. But there's a running gag with Zephyr Ray that she cannot cook. It's a running gag. Like, she is, like, a horrible, horrible chef. It's so bad. In the latest newsletter, she made a chicken pot pie. It looked like a volcano. Burn stereotype. Honestly, yeah. Oh yeah, and then there's the puzzle. I forgot about the puzzle, and this is important. I forgot about, like, they do the puzzle, too. It's like a word guessing thing. I don't really do it, but, like, everyone loves it, and everyone, like, does it. It's fun. But the puzzle is done by, Dr. Puzzleoni. It's Dr. Bombaloni. It's him. But basically, Zephyr, like, made Reuben sandwiches for everyone, and she didn't, like, refrigerate them properly. And so, Mr. Bombaloni got food poisoning because she didn't refrigerate her Reubens. But back to last Friday, she made a chicken pot pie and it looked like a volcano. And it was actually funny because someone actually, like, edited it and, like, it was funny because someone edited it on the forum and they put, like, they put, in front of, like, on Calypso Island, the updated version on Freezeria Deluxe, there's a volcano, and crime against food right there. Honestly, I've joked that they should keep her, like, 1,000 feet away from a kitchen, because, like, this is like the 4th time she's had a food issue. But, like, her chicken pot pie looked like a volcano, and someone photoshopped it, kind of, like made her chicken pot pie volcano. Like, they put it in place of the Calypso Island volcano. Yeah, she's horrible at cooking. She can't cook. At all. At all. It's so bad. But yeah, that's why I was thinking about chicken pot pies. But honestly, this is the 20th anniversary of Papa Louie. I do love the food, the lore and stuff that are coming out. Newsletters every Friday. Sprout updates us every other week about what's going on and much more. What else? And then the roadside guide, and then roadside guide, Wendy's Wheels, and then Golden Oldies. And I guess they trade out Golden Oldies for game sneak peeks. They did it for Mocharia Deluxe. So, oh my gosh, this thing's getting kind of long. Mocharia Deluxe. I'm sure I'm not done yet, but I want to test it. Yeah. But like, Mocharia Deluxe was the newest game. I can't play it because my computer died. And like, I need a Windows computer, and I have an Apple Mac right now. And so I need like a Windows computer in order to like play the deluxe games again. Because I still gotta finish Freezeria Deluxe, and I gotta start Burgeria Deluxe, and like I gotta do Pizzeria Deluxe and then Mocharia Deluxe. So I gotta like do those. So that's why I want a computer so bad, because I miss the deluxe games. Those are fun. So much fun. Okay, I gotta figure out what I was saying. I lose my train of thought all the time. It's so bad. Oh yeah, but I'm kind of worried that like, people love the deluxe game areas, and I do too, but I can't play them right now. I can't, and so I can only play like the to-go games right now as it stands. And not only that, but like the deluxe games, well, I guess because of the breaking news segments, they are adding more of the deluxe games. Like Mocharia To Go didn't have any like breaking news cutscenes, and so Mocharia Deluxe does have breaking news cutscenes, and then the food truck and stuff like that. But like in terms of like new lore, like brand new lore, the to-go games are where it's at for like new lore. So thinking about the to-go games and then the lore with the to-go games, because there's more lore with them, because it's not a remake, it's new. I do worry that they're not going to make any to-go games anymore. I kind of worry that's because like they're running out of ideas, and that kind of ties back to what food you want. That kind of ties back to like what food you want your what future games to be, because like I'm worried that they're running out of ideas for like what food to make next. So I really do hope, I really do hope they continue to make to-go games. I don't know, or maybe like they do like an open world thing. I've like pitched that before, like an open world Papa game. We can just like talk to the characters. Who's the character you wish had more lore? Number 1, Hank. Oh my gosh. Hopefully he gets some more lore at the newsletters. And also, I think what Shannon was doing in that, not last week's newsletter, but the newsletter before, was kind of segueing into that. So basically, I just put rubber bands everywhere. Basically, Shannon, not in last week's newsletter, the newsletter before, she was talking about Guy Mortadello. Guy Mortadello is an interesting character. Basically, she was asking people, where the heck was he? Where did he go? What's up with him? I'm gonna do more. What's up with Guy Mortadello? We don't know. He vanished off the face of the earth. And so, but in Cheeseria To Go and Scooperia To Go, Hank was the one who arrested Guy Mortadello, even though he works the highway patrol for Maple Mountain. And Toastwoods and Cheeseria's in Toastwood, and Scooperia's in Onion Town. That's a whole other thing. And I think I made a headcanon about like why Hank was able to do that. It's like the laws. Like he was like a wanted man, and so Hank could do it even though it's outside of his jurisdiction. What was I saying? Yes, but Hank needs more love, and I'm hoping that this, because we're talking about Guy Mortadello, that Shannon will actually go on to interview Hank, because Hank was seen with Guy Mortadello, like they've had canonical interactions. That's what I'm hoping, because like Hank's original flip deck, Hank's flip deck was made when they started making flip decks in the first place, and flip decks weren't very descriptive. They weren't very descriptive. So Hank's is like the most bare bones you can get. Actually, on the forum, we did a flip decks elimination contest, and it was basically like, we all came to the consensus that Hank has the worst flip deck, and so he got eliminated first because he had the worst flip deck of everyone. And like Draxon had the best flip deck, I think, so he got number one. And then it was actually very funny because Orion got third place. Orion's his cousin, and they have a very interesting like thing going on with like Orion and Draxon and June Brule. June Brule is another thing too, because like we gotta find out who Gigi is and all this stuff with June Brule. It's very interesting stuff. But yeah, we had the flip decks elimination contest, and Lizelle got like second place. I think I voted for Lizelle to win. I like Lizelle. I kind of wish she had more lore too. Maybe that's just too much lore though, because I know she has a really good flip deck. But I have questions, like kind of relating to my fan fictions and stuff that I'm writing. It kind of like corresponds, Lizelle and Caleb, because they're canonically together, and it's actually funny because like I was shipping them and then they became canon, and I was really happy. I was kind of freaking out. But what was it? So like Lizelle and Caleb, I just have questions. So just because like fan fiction's sake. So Lizelle has a time gap in her flip deck. Basically it's like, she graduates from high school, she's depressed, and then she moves to Tastyville. And if you don't know about Lizelle, she is canonically transgender, so it's like, she graduates from Scrapple Hill. We gotta find out more about Scrapple Hill, too. We don't know nothing about Scrapple Hill. It's been a big thing. Like, we know about Scrapple Hill, we don't know anything about it, and there's no Papa's restaurant for it. And the newsletters have been introducing a lot of other towns, too. But, so, like, it's a time gap in Lizelle's flip deck, and it drives me kind of crazy, just for fanfiction's sake. Because it's like, Lizelle graduates from Scrapple Hill, she moves to Tastyville, and then she works at the Palladoria. And I was curious about, like, the time gap between moving to she moves to Tastyville, there's a time gap, and then she works at the Palladoria. And I wanted to know, like, what she was doing before she got to the Palladoria, how she got to the Palladoria. I have my own headcanons about that, but I want to hear from the lore itself about what's going on with her, and like what she was doing before she worked at the Palladoria. Just for fanfiction's sake and just being curious, because I love her. Caleb also has an interesting like question. I have an interesting question about Caleb, because Caleb, like, we don't really know what happened to her. Happened to him. I am so sorry. We don't know what happened to Caleb. Like, what is it? He works at the mall. We know he's with Lizelle, but that's not in his flip deck. We found out with the holiday post. So it's like, he works at the mall. He is obsessed with Cubby Chubby, which is like, it's like figurines. So he like collects these figurines to his detriment of his financial situation. He's the assistant manager at the Flipverse equivalent of Hot Topic. And Trishna is his cousin. Not cool stuff. I like Trishna. A lot of people don't like Trishna. I like Trishna. But, okay, I actually kind of used to not. So, because Cupcakery was like the first Papa's game I ever played. Oops. And, the first Papa game I played was Cupcakeria. And in Cupcakeria Flash, she's the first closer you meet. And also, she's like not as she doesn't smile like the other customers do. Like, she just kind of has like a blank face. She's just kind of like, so she kind of looks kind of standoffish. So I always thought she was kind of mean. Let's see. But yeah, like, I kind of wish I knew like what Caleb was doing before he worked at the mall. There's like theories about that and stuff too, like with the fandom. Other customers wish I had more lore. Hank, yeah, Hank's a big one, because, yes, he needs more lore. We know nothing about him besides he likes French toast. He works the midnight shift at the Maple Mountain Highway Patrol. And then he likes French toast. That's it. That's it. We know nothing about Hank. It's so sad. Hopefully get to know about Hank more in the newsletters. We'll see. What else? What else? Who else needs more lore? I just found a new interesting. If the characters are more unique in the gameplay, a different gimmick besides JoJo, he's fine. So it's actually cool. So like I look on the wiki. Certain closers have, like, in certain games, certain closers have, like, certain patterns with their holiday orders. Biggest one I can think of is Zolo in Cupcake Korea. And this is, like, in all the versions of Cupcake Korea, he does this. He orders, so Zolo orders, each holiday, he orders a different frosting color. I didn't even notice it until like I started playing Cupcake Korea Flash again years later, and I'm like, huh, this guy's always changing his frosting. But yeah, he does that. He changes his frosting every holiday, and then there'll be like some customers will order like the holiday shaker always, or they'll always order the holiday what is it, like the holiday bread, or they'll always order the holiday drizzles. Like they have like certain things they do for the holidays. So that's like a thing actually that they do. I'm gonna drink some water. I've been yapping too much. But yeah, like that's an actual thing like they do. Oh, and then another thing I think you could mean is also the blue ribbon. You know what? The blue ribbon's also pretty cool. It does, like, in the, what is it? In the earlier games, it's kind of useless. Like, the to-go games, JoJo comes in, they give you a blue ribbon, more tips, cool stuff. I have enough stuff. I can't really spend my money anymore on stuff. Like, especially, like, when you hit, like, Cupcake, no, what is it? Kind of Cupcake Korea to go. But I was thinking more like Burger to go and Pizza to go and stuff. And it's like you hit a dead end with how much you can spend. Because you get all the upgrades, you get all the lobby decor. And then it's like, then what? Yeah, more tip money, then what? Honestly, Quinn should do something. Ooh, each close has a different effect. One's tips are more extreme. Judging for certain categories harsher. Bonus ticket. Dude, that's actually kind of cool. Make Fujini a closer, and if you get his order well enough, you get like an extra ticket or two. That'd be cool. Quinn, they definitely should do something with Quinn. Harsher judging for a certain category. Quinn should be time. Order station. That's so Quinn. That's so Quinn. Quinn's been a closer in every game. She never gets a break. When we did the roadside guide, you know, it shows like the customers, their addresses in their house. And it's nice because you kind of get like an overview of like what it looks like, the world and stuff, like on a street level. Quinn's roadside guide was not her house. It was her office. Because according to Tony, I think, he said Quinn only goes to her house to sleep. And she does not she only goes to her office, to her home to sleep, and the rest of the time she's in her office. And she's always in a hurry. I mean, she's got the clock, you know. So I think her being harder on the order station and the timing would be great for her. Okay, everyone, pick another color. We got green, married to her job type. Honestly, yeah. We got blue, green, and purple. This is honestly a lot of fun. Married to her job type. Yeah, and she's a lawyer, so, like, she's crazy. But also, there's like a thing that, like, Tim left. That's like another interesting thing. Like, Tim's interesting. Like, just his appearance alone is interesting. But, like, Tim's also interesting because he had, like, a midlife crisis. We're not a gradient between the three. I actually want to do a gradient between the three. That's actually a great idea. I love doing gradients of, like, green, blue, purple, green, blue, purple, green, blue, blue, blue. Whoops. Okay. I think before we do the gradient, actually. It's like, that'd be cool. But I think before we do the gradient, we should do like each one individually. So let's start with green, because green is the first one in the gradient. So I'm gonna do like I want to do like each of the singles, one color, and then we can do like color stuff, and that'd be fun. But green, blue, purple's fun. I love like the glow in the dark ones, because it's not like a bright, harsh color, and it kind of looks nice, even like in the day. We're gonna start with green. Green's my favorite color anyway. What is it? I lost my train of thought. But yeah, Quinn's a lawyer, and like, so in Taco Man To Go, the original Taco Man To Go, they have the billboards. I mean, they still have the billboards in the other, in Taco Mia HD, and they're different billboards. It's interesting though, because like, in the original Taco Mia Flash, they had the billboards, and it was Quinn, Tim, and Associates. And they kind of threw that into the story somehow. Basically, Tim had a midlife crisis, and he's like, I'm out. I'm sick of this lawyer life. I'm becoming a dancer. So I guess he becomes a dancer. I don't know. And it's funny because like, yeah, he looks like it's so funny. So like, because then he becomes like a chef at the bakeria. And honestly, I do love that they picked the chefs for the bakeria. And honestly, I love that they really had a story going on with the chefs in the bakeria, like with Cecilia and her story. Now it's just Q&A. So now it's just Q&A. Honestly, yeah. Honestly, yeah. You know, enough about me. I talk too much about me. What's up with you? What's up with you guys? What's up with you guys? Honestly, if I could take a class on, like, Papa's lore, I would. I mean, Quinn and Associates. Oh, Quinn and Associates. It's actually just Quinn and Associates. It's not Quinn Tim. It's just Quinn and Associates. That's the name of the thing. It's so funny. Just Quinn and Associates. Just Quinn and Associates. I don't even know who the other associates are. I don't even know if Quinn has associates. Like, we have never met a single associate of Quinn's. And I'm kind of assuming Quinn does all the work, and that's probably why she's so stressed out. You know, she's like, people are probably like, hey, can I help you? She's like, no, I'm gonna do this all by myself. I'm gonna do this all by myself. And that's why she stresses herself out. And she has a caffeine addiction, too, so that probably doesn't help matters. Like, she loves coffee. She's always, like, drinking coffee and, like, images and stuff. She's always got a cup of coffee. She loves coffee according to her flip deck. Just coffee, coffee, coffee. So much coffee. That can't be helping things. She's probably gonna have a heart attack. That'd be so... But it's an event day. A bunch of suits who greatly closers, ending on Quinn, something harsh that day. Ooh, yeah. Like a holiday of sorts. Like a holiday. They have, like, Lawyer's Day. And then, like, everyone dresses up in suit and ties. Which is absolutely funny. Like, imagine, like, a character like Budwin, who's, like, always in his pajamas. Like, dressing up in a suit and tie. Like, sure. It'd be funny. So it would be really jarring, though. Like, Utah probably would also be kind of jarring. Because she's always in her summer clothes. And then she just shows up in a suit and tie. That's actually very funny. Like, it's like, I've never played the platformer games. Actually, I think I played Papa Louie 2 a tiny bit. But, like, with Papa Louie 3, because I watched, like, playthrough of Papa Louie 3, you know, they have the winter levels, and they're really cold. You know, it's winter, it's green way, it's really, really cold. And, you know, like, the customers have, like, you know, certain, like, winter outfits. Like, Penny has, like, her winter coat, and Alberto has his, like, winter vest. You can see some of the characters in formal wear. Yeah. It kind of takes me back to Volcano Gala from Freezeria Deluxe. Volcano Gala, where like everyone was like in fancy clothes, but a lot of those characters who did have Volcano Gala outfits were like characters that you would expect to have fancy outfits. Chuck, a model, Indigo, a fashion designer. Also shot that Trish, I didn't favor that because that sounds like her. But yeah, it's people you would expect to have fancy outfits. So seeing customers that aren't dressed fancy, that'd be kind of jarring. Fun too, though. I actually love a suit and tie. It's sad because I've never worn a suit and tie before. I'd always wanted to wear one. But, like, I've done a lot of Roblox recently. But, like, in the entire time that I've been on Roblox, my character has always worn a suit and tie. I just thought that was fitting. Especially when I was in my myth hunting days. And, like, I would do the myth hunting stuff years and years and years ago. And I don't know, it just kind of looked nice. It looked very formal. Like, going to myth games in a suit and tie. Just fancy. But anyway, back to Papalui 3. Like, you know, we had the very cold levels. Wintergreen Way and stuff. And honestly, now that I think about Papalui 3, that game, like, the climate was all over the place. It was cool. We had, like, the beach levels and the water levels. And then we had the freezing cold. We had the caves, then we had Neapolitan, and it was all over the place. It was so cool seeing all of that. What was it? But, like, so, back to Utah. Like, okay, everyone's got, like, some sort of winter wear for Wintergreen Way. And then there's Utah. And Utah does not care. She just wears, like, her normal outfits. And I'm like, Utah, you're gonna freeze to death. Because you're in, like, a crop top and shorts in the tundra. You're gonna freeze. I'm also worried about, like, them drowning, too. But I guess the people on Girth are built differently. People on Girth are built differently, because they can, like, stay underwater for a long time. And yeah, I'm overthinking it. It's a video game. And I'm way overthinking it. It's a video game. Come on. I'm really overthinking this stuff. Very overthinking it. But, I don't know, I just kind of think too much. I overanalyze stuff and I think too much and... Hello! Yeah. Like, I think too much about this stuff. I have a habit of, like... And that's kind of interesting. Like, I kind of, like, I get attached to, like, franchises and series that don't have a lot of lore to their characters. Or if they do, I get attached to the characters that don't have a lot of lore to them. Or not as much. Going through the interests over my years. Roblox myths. Some of them did have a lot of lore to them. You know, Gauze the Clown had, like, and I'm going off on a tangent because I know I haven't done this in a very long time, the myth hunting stuff, but, like, Gauze the Clown had his own, like, backstory comic. There was a lot of myth characters that were, like, very well developed. But I decided to have an interest. My brain was like, hey, so, like, here's myths you're going to be really into that don't have barely any lore at all. Thanks! So I got really into, the myths I got into that I had the most interest in were the ones that had not a lot of lore to them, which was kind of annoying. When I would go on to Papa's Games was slightly better through lore, honestly, but it's like, I guess, it's like lore, but sometimes it's like not enough for me. Like, and I have to imagine backstories for everyone. Like, I mentioned earlier in the stream that I'm writing two fan fictions, and I'm working on the one, and then I'm working on the sequel. It's weird, because, like, that's the Munchmore Chronicles. I start with the Munchmore Chronicle first, and that's, like, the first part of the story, and that focuses on, like, basically it's like a written version of a Papalui platformer game. So, I don't know. I wanted to write that, and that kind of jumps around about who it focuses on, but it focuses on, like, a core set of characters. There's, like, so, like, it's, like, starts with, like, Willow, and then James comes along, Professor Fitz, and then there's, like, Ripley, and then there's Lizelle, and then Captain Corey comes in, and Sprout, and it's just kind of, like, the whole thing. Like, a thing with the whole thing with the cursed artifacts, too, because, like, it's a whole thing. And I've been working on the Munchmore Chronicles, like, a year now, like, it was so funny. A and I had a class together. We had one class together, like, the entirety of college. It was like, because, like, we were both science majors, but he was, like, a chem major, and I was a bio major. We had one class that lined up, and sometimes we did take a lot of the same classes, but we took them at, like, different times. So, but we had one class together. Plant bio. Actually, it was so ironic that it was plant biology that like, where I was, like, typing all this stuff out. But, like, for some reason, I would sit in plant biology, and instead of paying attention to the lecture, I would just sit in class and start typing the Munchmore Chronicles. Just hacking out the Munchmore Chronicles. Like, so much Munchmore Chronicles. And I also spent a lot of time on the forum, too, yapping, too. So it was like, when I looked at my forum stats, the most time I spent on there correlated with the time that my plant bio class was. Peak writing hours. We call peak writing hours. I literally just, we sat together next to each other in class, and I didn't even pay attention. I was just too busy, like, typing away at the plot outline for the Munchmore Chronicles, and then we started on the chapters, and because of school, I haven't touched it in a very long time. Actually, just yesterday I opened the documents for the first time, which was crazy. I haven't touched them since April. I haven't touched any of my fanfiction since April, and I finally opened up. I didn't even write anything. I just kind of looked at the plot outline and then, like, the latest chapter. Just trying to get my footing again, because I haven't touched it in 2 months, 3 months. So I looked at the I'm doing the Munchmore Chronicles now. I did the outline, and I'm doing, like, the actual writing of the story. And then I'm doing the plot outline for the sequel, too. And the sequel, it's so funny, because it's literally, like, you can't even tell it's a sequel, but it technically is a sequel, because it's continuity. Because, like, the sequel takes place after the Munchmore Chronicles, and the stories of the Munchmore Chronicles kind of factor in. It's very confusing. The sequel is Zach's New Adventure. It focuses on Hacky Zach. It's basically like it's like journal entries, and it's him writing in his journal about his life, and it's so weird because, like, the Munchmore Chronicles is like this adventure story, and then Zach's New Adventure is a romance, sort of. It's very interesting. So, and coming back to the backstories portion, because I was thinking about the backstories, like, this kind of builds on to, like, the lack of backstories that we have for the characters. So, like, it's a love story between Zach and Ripley, and it kind of goes into Zach's life, like, his backstory and stuff, and then it also kind of dives into Ripley's backstory and kind of, like, what happened to her before she became a scientist, and that's, like, very sad stuff. And it kind of goes in, and, like, Caleb and Lizelle are there, so it kind of talks about them a little bit, because, like, you know, Zach and Lizelle work together, and I kind of do like that, because, like, I do really like that part of writing. It's like, I use the Paladoria as not a plot device, like a setting, because, like, Zach and Lizelle work together, and so, like, I love using that as, like, a meeting spot for them. But yeah, like, they're in there, and then we get to meet Zach and parents and Ripley's parents, and Lizelle doesn't have parents, and that's a whole thing. Sprout's there, and, like, when I started writing Zach's New Adventure, Sprout's Expedition Munchmore hadn't come out yet. It was just, like, Expedition Munchmore, like, it went on hiatus, and it kind of started up again, because Shannon begged Gigalof Labs to release the stuff. At least the finishing tapes. So it's kind of a whole thing with, like, that, and the Munchmore Chronicles had a long plot outline. I don't know how many pages, 65 pages of just what happens here. What happens here, and then this happens, and this happens. Zach's Adventure has, like, a bunch of, like, ideas that I'm trying to develop. Like, it's like this one. And I'm not even remotely, I just started Zach's New Adventure, like, actually, no, I've been working on it for months, but in terms of, like, the plot, the overall arching plot, like, it basically just started. And the thing is already at, like, oh my gosh. I'd have to look on my Google Docs, see how long it is. But it's, like, it's so long. It's, like 70 or 80 pages of this plot outline. I'm not even getting started yet. It's ridiculous. I have a tendency to do that, write really, really long stories. And then, but all the other long stories that I've thought about, I've never even finished. So I'm hoping I actually can finish this one. For realsies. So I did something similar. So when I was in middle school, before I started all this mess with YouTube, and before I even got into the Papa's games, and before I even, like, because, like, so before I got into the Papa's games again, I was hyper fixated on the Roblox myths, which I mentioned. Oops. I mentioned the Roblox myths. The other thing I got interested in middle school was the Amazing World of Gumball. For some reason. Literally just the Amazing World of Gumball. I don't know why. It was just very interesting to me. Like, it was on when I was little. But I never even cared about it. And then, like, middle school happened. And I became obsessed. And I was writing, like, a fan fiction, kind of in the similar fashion. Very long, very similar, like, not similar plot or anything, but, like, the outline was similar. Like, like, it was, like, the plot outline was, like, this happened, and this happened, and this happened. And that was interesting because I was writing it on, like, paper, too. I forgot what I called that. Fan fiction. For Amazing World of Gumball. That was really weird. It was edgy middle school fan fiction. It was crazy. Oh, and I changed everyone's names, too. Even though it was never going to be published. It was just going to stay in my Google Docs or, like, on paper forever and ever. I did change everyone's names around. So, it was weird about this one character named Rob and this girl named Rachel in love. Maybe A could do some things to Papa's Fix for us on YouTube. Oh, we've actually talked about that. Doing, like, voiceovers and stuff. Yeah, we've talked about doing that. We've talked about, like, doing that on the channel. Like, because, but yeah, it's a very similar format, like this, like the plot outline. It's like this happens, and this happens, and this happens, and then being very, very long. But, like, the Amazing World of Gumball fanfiction was weird, because, like, it was, like, Rob and Rachel, and then it was about, like, gang violence, because, like, Rob's dad was in a gang, and then, like, there's murder, and it's so weird and edgy. Middle school fanfiction, y'all. Middle school fanfiction. You know what? My college fanfictions are slightly better. They're like, they can be dark at times, but they're not, like, you know, edgy for the sake of being edgy, dark, you know? I don't know, middle schoolers are morbid. Middle schoolers are morbid. I'm glad to be out of middle school, man. It's a weird time. Very weird time to be in middle school. I'm probably not even done with this, but I want to check it. We're almost done. I'll grab some more bands, and then I want to... Okay. Probably too much. I'm trying to lay out the bands I need. What is it? It's A help you make the Papa's Fix. Has he even seen him? Actually, he has seen him. He has seen him. He has seen him. Actually, he's kind of like my, editor? He's kind of my editor, to be honest. And he's the one who actually encouraged me to make these in the first place. Like, I was like, I wanted to make them, but he was the one who, like, got me to jump the gun and do it. So, he's been a big help. Like, when I would give him, like, my chapters, the Munchmore Chronicles, and he would go and edit him, and, like, and stuff like that, or, like, my plot outline for Zach's New Adventure, and he would, like, go on and, like, you know, and sometimes I would ask him for help with plot points, you know, what should I do here, or, like, even just like talking to him, like talking to him and bouncing ideas off, like would still help big time. But yeah, he's been a big help. He knows what's up with those, because he's amazing like that. He's actually the only friend who knows about about my fan fictions. Kudos to him. He's a really good friend. I share a lot with him. Like, stuff that I wouldn't share with anyone else. And especially in terms of, like, the Papa's fan fictions and and it's the YouTube channel in general. Like, he's the only one who knows I have a YouTube channel. No one else. No one else. Like, he's such a good friend. Such a good friend. Yeah, so he knows what's up. Kudos to him. Again, he's the only one who I could talk to about any of this content creation stuff. Just because he's the one who's, like, been in the loop the longest about this whole thing. But, like, he knew about the Munchmore Chronicles, of course, because we were in class together, and he would see me, like, typing out things, and then, like, before class would be yapping about it, and yeah. I'm thinking about doing, okay. I have like 2 green C-clips, and I think maybe I should go with the pastel green for this one. I was thinking maybe I'll do the pastel green. I'll save my neon greens for later. So I got this one. I got this one done, and then I'm going to do blue, and then purple, and then I'm going to do the gradient. I might do 2 gradients, too. I might do, like, 1, 1, 1, and then, like, 3, 3, 3. And it's weird I do, like, 3 of each color each time. Because, like, when I was, like, relearning Rainbow Loom, like, the tutorial I watched for the Fishtails, she did, like, 3 colors of like, 3 reds, 3 orange, 3 yellows, and then I just kind of adopted that, I guess. Of course, there's variations. I just don't. I'm very by the books with that. Wait, I don't want to put that away. I put the green away. I didn't want to do that. Whoops. Okay. All right. I gotta bounce. One more thing. Maybe your titles could show what you want to talk about during your streams. Been all over the place. Honestly, that's actually fair. So I thought about it. Like, I don't know what to label my streams. Especially because, like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen with my live streams. It's just kind of like, whatever happens, happens. But, yeah. That's fair. I want to talk about, because I don't really know what's going to happen in these live streams. Like, if people are going to show up, what are they going to talk about? So I just kind of do, like, what I'm going to do during the stream instead. Like, making bracelets. I love making bracelets. I also want to crochet during a live stream, too. Or 2. That'd be fun. But anyway, thank you for hopping in, Spectre. You are the best. You are the absolute best. And I hope you have a good day. And also, I gotta get going, too, because I gotta see my sister today. I'm visiting her today, so I'm excited about that. So just me yapping. Let's be fair. See you, bye. Bye. You're the best. Okay. As I said, I'm probably gonna bounce too, because like my sister's on her way home, and I'm definitely gonna go see her. And then after that, because I'm gonna go see my sister, and after this, and then I want to do like another live stream or 2 today, just because I'm bored. I'm so bored. Not bored, but I don't know. I don't get to do these often. I actually love doing live streams. And I didn't get to do them for the longest time because I thought, because YouTube like dropped the ball on moderation. It was so funny. They dropped the ball on their moderation, and they're like, "You're a minor." I'm not. I'm not a minor. You're wrong. You know, they thought I was a minor, and so I was able to live stream. But I think they turned on the setting again. It was weird. They turned on the setting where I could like live stream again. But they never told me. Because like my Google age, the age in my Google account is my age, and they thought I was like 13 to 15 years old, and that I needed an adult to live stream with me, which is absolutely hysterical. Cause I'm 22. I'm old. I'm turning 23 in a couple months. Like I'm an old fart. I'm an old fart. Like, you guys. Like literally, I was just like looking. Like, you guys. And then like I think they revoked it because it was AI too that moderated it and made that call. Was not a human, I'm sure. It was definitely AI. But the setting got turned back on. So like, oh, I'm doing this one. I may do like a couple like off camera and then just like and then like pick it back up in the evening. So I still got a lot of bracelets I want to make. But yeah, they turned the setting back on for live streaming. I'm like, and I put it on my community post. I'm like, oh yeah, we gotta do it again. So I do love live streaming. I love it. It's fun. I love doing it. I'm glad I get to do it again. But anyway, I definitely gotta get going, or at least message my sister back, because she's been kind of messaging me throughout this, and I kind of just been ignoring her. Because I didn't want to like mess up the stream by like replying and stuff. But so I gotta do that. Thank you for tuning in. This is a longer one because like I yap a lot, but thank you all for stopping in. You guys are the best, and I'm very thankful to have you guys. And I'm sorry about last night's stream. I was very depressed. Hopefully it doesn't get like that again. Enough of me rambling. You guys are awesome. And I'm very thankful that I can do this hobby thing, because it's not a money thing, it's a hobby thing for me. It's a big hobby and passion project. I'm very thankful I can do this. And I have people who watch me do this. So anyway, I am out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. I may upload a video or two today as well. And I'll hopefully have the comments on. I won't mess it up this time. Okay, bye.